25. The furniture goes up. Now the table! Now the table! Shouted Mugglewump. Turn the table upside down and put a dollop of sticky glue on the bottom of each leg. Then we're going to stick that to the ceiling as well. Hoisting the large table upside down onto the ceiling was not an easy job, but they managed it in the end. Will it stay there? They cried. Is the glue strong enough to hold it up? It's the strongest glue in the world, said Mugglewump. It's a special bird-catching, bird-killing glue that's smearing on trees. Please, said the roly-poly bird. I've asked you before not to mention that subject. How would you like it if it was monkey pie that they made every Wednesday and all of your friends had been boiled up and I went on talking about it? I do beg your pardon, said Mugglewump. I'm so excited, I hardly know what I'm saying. Now, the chairs. Do the same with the chairs. All of the chairs must be upside down on the ceiling and in their right places. Oh, do hurry up, everybody. Any moment now, those filthy freaks could come rushing in with their guns. The monkeys, with the birds helping them, put glue on the bottom of each chair leg and hoisted them up to the ceiling. Now the smaller tables, shouted Mugglewump, and the big sofa, and the sideboard, and the lamps, and all the tiny little things, the ashtrays, the ornaments, and that beastly plastic gnome on the sideboard. Everything, absolutely everything must be stuck to the ceiling. It was terribly hard work. It was especially difficult to stick everything on the ceiling in exactly the right place, but they got it done in the end. What now? Asked the roly-poly bird. He was so out of breath he could hardly flap his wings. Now the pictures, shouted Mugglewump. Turn all the pictures upside down. And will one of you birds please fly out into the road to watch for when those frumptious freaks are coming back? I'll go, said the roly-poly bird. I'll sit on the telephone wires and keep guard. It'll give me a rest. Chapter 26. The ravens sweep over. They had only just finished the job when the roly-poly bird came swooping in, screaming, "They're coming back! They're coming back!" Quickly, all the birds flew back to the roof of the house. The monkeys rushed into their cage and stood on top of each other. A moment later, Mr. and Mrs. Twit came marching into the garden, each carrying a fearsome-looking gun. I'm glad to see those monkeys are still upside down, said Mr. Twit. They're too stupid to do anything else, said Mrs. Twit. Hey, look at all those cheeky birds still up on their roof. Let's go inside and load up our lovely new guns, and then it'll be bang, 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 bird pie for supper. Just as Mr. and Mrs. Twit were about to enter the house, 2 black ravens swooped low over their heads. Each bird carried a paintbrush in its claw, and each paintbrush was smeared with sticky glue. As the ravens swooped over, they brushed a streak of sticky glue to the top of Mr. and Mrs. Twit's head. They did it with the lightest of touch, but even so, Mr. and Mrs. Twit felt it. What was that? Cried Mrs. Twit. Some nasty bird has dropped its dirty droppings on my head. Oh, mine too, shouted Mr. Twit. I fell felt it! I felt it! Don't touch it! Cried Mrs. Twit. You'll get it all over your hands. Come inside and we'll wash it in the sink. You filthy, dirty brutes, yelled Mr. Twit. I'll bet they did it on purpose. Just you wait until I've loaded up my gun. Mrs. Twit got the key from under the doormat, where Mugglewump had carefully replaced it, and into the house they went.